Welcome to my channel. So in this video, we are going to see the another one problem related to the superposition theorem. So already we discussed the two problems in superposition theorem. So the first circuit is having one voltage source and one current source. The second circuit is having two voltage sources. But in this circuit, in the given circuit, there are three sources are there. Okay, you see this is a one voltage source, 12 volt battery, and this one is a voltage source of 24 volt battery, and this one is a current source of 3 amps. Okay, so there are three sources are there. So using this one, so we have to solve. The question is to apply superposition theorem to determine the current through 3 ohm resistor. So our aim is to find out the current flowing through this 3 ohm resistor. So actual current flowing through this 3 ohm resistor is depending upon this 12 volt voltage source and 20 volt battery as well as this 3 amps current source. So that's why we have to solve this problem in superposition theorem. So already you're familiar with the superposition theorem. So in this superposition theorem, at a time, so we have to activate only one source and we have to deactivate the remaining two sources. Okay, and because of this active voltage source or current source, we have to find out the current flowing through the particular branch. Okay, similarly in step number 2, we have to activate the second source and we have to deactivate the remaining two. At the time, now we have to find out the current flowing through the particular resistor. Similarly, we have to activate the third source, we have to activate the remaining two sources and find out the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor. Okay, so the current I dash, I double dash and I triple dash is calculated. So therefore, according to the superposition theorem, so the total current flowing through this particular branch 3 ohm resistor is a addition of, that is the sum of current flowing through this 3 ohm resistor due to this first source plus second source plus third source. Okay, it is the theorem. Theorem. So now we have to solve the problem. So according to this, the total current through 3 ohm resistor is said to be current flowing through 3 ohm resistor due to 12 volt battery plus current flowing through 3 ohm resistor due to 20 volt battery plus current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor due to the 3 amps current source. Okay, it is a thing. So we are going to calculate this current in individual manner, and after that we have to add the three currents. Okay, so the step number 1 is activate the 12 volt battery and we have to deactivate the remaining two sources. Okay, so that is while deactivating the voltage source, that voltage source must be short circuited, and if you are deactivating the current sources, mean the current sources are open circuited. But now in the diagram, so here there will be a 20 volt battery is there. There 20 volt battery we have to deactivate. So but deactivate means in the place of that voltage source we have to make short circuit. Okay, and here there is one current source is there, and this current source we have to make deactivate. So deactivate means that current source in the place of that current source we have to put that open circuit. Okay, so now in this diagram, so there is a only one voltage source is active. It is a 12 volt battery. So due to this 12 volt battery, what is the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor? We have to find out. Okay, so using any method we can calculate. Okay, according to the circuit, so we are going to find the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor. But here there are two loops are there. This loop is a open circuit. So you know in open circuit, there is the current flowing through the open circuit is always 0. Okay, so you know that. So current flowing through this first loop you just consider as a I1. Current flowing in the second loop you just consider as a I2. Okay, I2. But now the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor is I1. So our aim is to find out the variable I1 only. Okay, so in order to solve this one, we have to apply KVL for this loop 1 and loop 2. We have to solve it for I1. But you just apply KVL to this loop 1. But if you are applying KVL to this loop 1, you see that 12 equal to 4. This resistor 4 is common for loop 1 and loop 2. And you see the current direction. I1 is flowing in this direction. I2 is flowing in this direction. So both the currents are in opposite direction. So that's why what is the resulting current flowing through the 4 ohm resistor? I1 minus I2. So 4 into I1 minus I2. And when we are coming here, what is the voltage across the 3 ohm resistor? It is a 3 into I1. Okay. But from this thing, you let us rearrange the terms. So here 4I1, 3I1, so 7I1. Then minus 4I2 equal to 12. It's the equation number 1. Similarly, you have to apply KVL for this loop 2. So in loop 2, there are 3 resistances are there. There are no voltage sources. So you just apply KVL. So 8 into I2 plus 4 into I2. Okay. Then this 4 is common for loop 1 and loop 2. So the current is I2 minus I1 equal to 0. Okay. So from this thing, you will just rearrange. So we will get the equation number 2. Okay. And using this equation number 1 and 2, either in substitution method or any method, we have to find out the current I1 only. Okay, so here no need to calculate I2. Since our aim is to find out the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor only. But according to the circuit, what is the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor? It is a I1. So you just calculate I1 only. So that's why I am going to convert the equation number 1 and equation number 2 into matrix form. Okay, so here there are 2 equations. So that's why the 2 by 2 matrix with the variable I1, I2 equal to the constants. Okay. But from this one, you just find the determinant value. Okay. The determinant value is 96. And we have to calculate del I1. So what is del I1? In the 2 by 2 matrix, replace this first column by this constant value 12 and 0. So substitute the thing. So if you are calculating, we will get the answer 192. So from this, therefore, the current I1 is nothing but it is a ratio of del I1 divided by del. So but del I1 divided by del, so 192 divided by 96. So the current is 2 amps. Okay. So this current I1 is said to be the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor due to 12 volt voltage source alone. Okay. So the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor due to 12 volt voltage source alone is, you just consider as a I dash. So it is a 2 amps. So you just consider as a equation number A. Okay. Then this is the step number 1. Then step number 2. So in step number 2, we have to activate, this is the given circuit. So in this circuit, we have to activate this 20 volt battery and we have to deactivate these 2 sources. But while deactivating this 12 volt battery, here short circuit. And this current source is a open circuit. Okay. So for now, you see the diagram, the resultant diagram like this. Okay. We are activating this 20 volt battery. In the place of 12 volt battery, you just replace with one short circuit. In the place of the current source, it is an open circuit. Okay. So at the time, we have to find the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor. In the circuit, there are 2 loops are there. This is an open circuit. So you know, in open circuited terminal, no current will be flowing. Okay. But here you just consider current flowing in this loop is, you consider as a I1 and the current flowing in this closed loop is I2. Okay, so there are only 2 loops. So but similarly, we have to apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law to loop 1 and loop 2. If you are applying KVL for loop 1, so we will get 24 equal to 4 into the I1 and I2. Both are flowing in the same direction. So you just add. Okay. Then plus 4 into the current I1 plus 8 into the current I1. Okay, so you collect the terms. So we will get the equation 24 equal to 16 I1 plus 4 I2. Okay, this is you just consider as a equation number 3. So similarly, you just apply KVL to loop 2. Okay, in loop 2, 4 into I1 plus I2 plus 3 into I2 equal to 0. Okay, so but here we will get one more equation. But from this equation number 3 and 4, we have to find the current I2. Okay, since here the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor is I2. Okay, so that's why we have to find out the value of I2. So if you just convert the equation number 3 and 4 into the matrix format. Okay, 2 by 2 matrix. That is the first one. This one is in first equation. This equation number 3, the coefficient of I1 it is 16. Coefficient of I2 is 4. And in second equation, coefficient of I1 is 4. Coefficient of I2 is 7. Okay, I1, I2 equal to the constant 24 and 0. So for here, you just determine the determinant value. And in this thing, we have to find out I2 only. So that's why we are calculating del I2. Okay, so del I2 we calculate. Then from this, the current I2 is nothing but it's a ratio of del I2 divided by del. Okay, so for 96 divided by 96, it's a 1 amps. Okay, but from this, the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor due to the 20 volt voltage source alone is given by, you just consider as a I double dash. Okay, I 3 ohms means current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor. Okay, because of the second source, so double dash. So this current is a 1 amps. So this is the answer for the step number 2. So you just consider this is the equation number B. Okay. Similarly, the step number 3. So we have to activate the current source and we have to deactivate the remaining 2 voltage sources. But now the resulting diagram is like this. So this current source we have to activate, and this 24 volt battery and a 12 volt battery, you just make it as a deactivate. And these two sources are deactivate means that the two sources are short circuited. Okay, short circuited. But now we will get the 3 loop diagram. Okay, so there are 3 meshes are there in the given circuit. But now we have to solve the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor. But here we are considering as the current flowing in the first loop is I1, the current flowing in the second one is I2, current flowing in the third is I3. Okay, but now what is the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor? I1 plus I3. Okay, so we have to find out the value of I1 and I3. So you just see the diagram. In the diagram, in the third loop, there is a current source is there. But what is the current flowing through this third loop? This I3. This I3 is actually, it's a value of this current source. From the diagram, we can directly write as the current I3 is equal to 3 amps. Okay, so we will get one equation. And the 2 more equations are, we have to apply KVL to this loop 1 and loop 2. So if you are applying KVL to loop 1, so we will get the equation 7I1 minus 4I2 plus 3I3 equal to 0. Okay, similarly, you just apply KVL for this loop 2. So there are 3 resistances, 8, 4 and 4. So current flowing through the 8 ohm is I2. Current flowing through this 4 ohm is I2 plus I3. And the current flowing through this 4 ohm is the current I2 here. Here is I1. Okay. So we just form the KVL equation. Okay. So in these two equation, the variable I1, I2, I3 is that already we are having the value of I3. So what is the value of I3? I3 is 3 amps. Okay. So you just substitute the value of I3 in this equation number 6 and 7. So you see equation number 6 is reduced to this one and equation number 7 is reduced to this one. Okay. But from this, what is our thing? Our thing is to find out the current flowing through 3 ohm resistor. It is said to be the I1 plus I3. So I3 value already calculated. So now we have to calculate the value of I1. Okay. But in this two equation, you just convert into matrix form. Okay. So you just find the determinant value and del I1 value. Okay. From that, the current I1 is calculated as del I1 divided by del. Okay. So the minus 192 divided by 96. So the current is minus 2 amps. Okay. Current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor due to the 3 amps current source alone is given by. So it is it's addition of I1 plus I3. So the I1 value it is minus 2 and that is I1 and I3 values it is a 3 amps. So if you are adding, we will get the current as a 1 amps. So this is a equation number C. Okay. So then step number 4, according to the superposition theorem, so the total current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor is given by the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor is current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor due to the first source, current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor due to the second source, and current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor due to the third source. Okay. So the first source answer is it is 2, and current flowing through the second source answer is it is 1, and the current flowing through the 3 amps current source it is given as 1. Okay. So finally we will get the answer is 4 amps. So this is the total current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor according to the superposition theorem. Okay. So we will see the quick review. So in the given diagram, so there are 3 sources are there, 2 voltage source and 1 current source. So yeah, according to the superposition theorem, that is at any time we have to make one source as active and the remaining 2 sources we have to deactivate. So first one in step number 1, due to this battery, what is the current flowing through the 3 ohm we calculated, it is I dash. And in second step, due to this 20 volt battery, what is the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor we calculated. In third one, due to this 3 amps current source only, what is the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor we calculated. So finally, we added the 3 values. So we will get the total answer as a 4 amps. Okay, so this is the total current flowing through the 3 ohm resistor due to the 3 sources thing. Okay, so this is the answer for this one. Okay, so thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel.